All right, well, here's a look at your hourly forecast throughout the day. The only word to kind of describe the day today is warm because it's going to be a lot warmer than it should be for this time of year. Typically, our highs are in the 50s and 60s, depending on location. We're well above that. In fact, we're already exceeding some record-breaking temperatures right now across parts of the region. The rest of the day, we're going to be mostly sunny. It will be breezy out there. Some gusts up to 25 miles an hour or so will be possible. Otherwise, not a whole lot to complain about today. It's a beautiful day, to say the least. Record highs today. Well, it was set back in 1930 and 1991. Fort Smith was the 1930 record of 84 degrees. I bumped that forecasted temperature up by 1 or 2 degrees just because we're already at 85 degrees. So we have already broken this record. 77 was set back in 1991, and that was 77 degrees. Forecasted high today is 79. So it's going to be warm out there, to say the least. It's going to feel a little bit more like late spring in terms of those temperatures. But like I said, there's not a whole lot to complain about just because this time of year with this warmth where it's not too warm, it's not too cold, it feels pretty good out there. So get out there and enjoy it. Just be mindful of those breezy conditions. Overnight tonight, we're going to see those temperatures a little bit cooler than they were this morning, some 40s and 50s across the area. We'll see some of those clouds build in. Tomorrow afternoon, it should be relatively nice. Even though we have those rain chances that we've been mentioning, it's really not going to be until much later Wednesday, mostly overnight into early Thursday. But the highs tomorrow, it's going to be another warm one, 70s and even some 80s on the board once again. Rain chances increase by the time we get to Thursday, continuing into portions of your Friday, and then some low rain chances by the time we get to Sunday. Futurecast shows, yeah, a couple little specks on the radar will be possible, mostly in the afternoon and evening. That'll be around 10 to 20% for Wednesday. It's not going to be a washout. It's going to be kind of like today. There's a low chance for a spotty pop-up shower, but not all of us are going to see it. By the time we get to Thursday morning, some scattered showers, even some thunderstorms will be possible. Continues pretty much throughout the afternoon into the evening on Thursday. Some of this could be some heavy rain potential. In fact, some of us could see anywhere between, let's say, about 2 to 4 inches of rain over the next couple days due to this rain activity. So we'll get some beneficial rainfall that we need, but it's may interrupt some of those plans. The good news is I think the bulk of it's out of the way by the time we get to Friday evening. So for your Friday night football, it's not going to be a significant issue. That's always good news for there. But I know that some middle school football teams and some other sports typically play on Thursday. There may be some interruptions with that. Roller coaster, to say the least, in terms of those temperatures. Finally back into the 40s with the morning lows by the time we get to Saturday. And then we got those highs finally feeling like they should for this time of year. I can't complain, though, just because it feels pretty good out there. I just wish it wasn't so breezy. But even the winds aren't significant, so it's not too terrible out there. We just got to get through record-breaking temperatures today. We've already broken the record in Fort Smith as of noon. Not quite at the peak heating, so stick around for the 4 o'clock update. I'll let you know just how much we broke the records or tied them coming up.
Well, this November, it does seem like it's been a little more of a roller coaster than normally it is. I mean, it's hard to believe that not that long ago it was in the 20s.
Yeah, it's odd that we were
Right.
in the teens and 20s, and now we're like talking about the 80s. Woke up this morning, it was in the 60s and 70s, so it's a little bit of a
Never
roller
know what you're
coaster.
going to get.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Joshua.